Hello, everyone. My name is Sam, and today I want to share a story about my recent adventure in a big city. I had just moved there for my new job, and everything was so new and exciting. But as exciting as it was, I also found myself getting lost quite a bit. That's when I realized how important it is to know how to ask for directions in English. So, let me tell you all about how I found my way around the city and learned some useful phrases along the way. It all started on a bright, sunny morning. I was on my way to my first day of work, and I was supposed to find a building called the Maple Tower. Sounds easy, right? But the city was so big, and I quickly realized that I had no idea where I was going. I didn't have a map, and my phone's GPS wasn't working. I had to rely on asking people for help. So, the first thing I did was approach a man who was walking his dog. I said, "Excuse me, sir. Can you help me find the Maple Tower?" Notice how I started with "excuse me." That's a polite way to get someone's attention. And when you ask for help, it's always nice to say "please" or "can you help me?" The man smiled and said,
Sure. The Maple Tower is about 3 blocks away. Just go straight down this street and take a right at the second traffic light. You can't miss it.
Now, when he said 3 blocks away, that means it's 3 streets away. And take a right means to turn right. Simple, right? I thanked the man and repeated the directions in my head. Go straight, take a right at the second traffic light. But as I walked, I got a little confused. I wasn't sure if I was going the right way, so I decided to ask for directions again. This time, I saw a woman sitting on a bench reading a book. I approached her and said, "Excuse me, ma'am. Could you please tell me if I'm going the right way to the Maple Tower?" She looked up and said,
Yes, you're almost there. Just keep going straight and turn right at the next light. The building is tall and has a big sign, so you'll see it easily.
Now, here's something to remember. When someone says you're almost there, it means you're very close to your destination. And when she said the next light, she was talking about the next traffic light or signal. I thanked her and continued on my way. But just when I thought I had it all figured out, I saw 2 streets and wasn't sure which one to take. I didn't want to get lost, so I asked another person for help. This time, it was a young man who was walking quickly, so I knew I had to be brief. I said, "Excuse me, can you quickly tell me which way to the Maple Tower?" He pointed and said,
It's the street on your right. Just follow that and you'll be there in no time.
"In no time" is a way of saying very quickly or soon. I thanked him and finally reached the Maple Tower. But my adventure didn't end there. After work, I wanted to explore the city a bit more. I decided to find a nice park to relax in. So, I asked a woman at the information desk, "Excuse me, can you recommend a good park nearby?" She smiled and said,
Yes, Central Park is very close. Just go straight down this street, and you'll see it on your left after you pass the shopping mall.
I was learning so many new phrases. For example, nearby means something that is close to where you are. And past the shopping mall means to walk past or go by the shopping mall. As I walked toward the park, I saw a beautiful fountain and couldn't resist taking a picture. But then, I realized I didn't know the way back to the subway station. So, I asked a couple walking by, "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the nearest subway station?" The woman said,
Of course, just go straight, and when you reach the intersection, take a left. The station will be right there.
"Intersection is where 2 or more streets cross each other. And take a left means to turn left." I thanked them and made my way to the subway station. But before I got there, something unexpected happened. My phone rang, and it was my friend Emily. She asked if I could meet her at a cafe called The Bean. Now, I had never been there before, so I needed directions again. I told Emily, "I'm not sure where that is. Can you give me directions?" She said,
No problem. When you get to the subway station, take the train to Fifth Avenue. When you get off, exit the station and you'll see the bean across the street, next to the bookstore.
Exit the station means to leave the subway station. And when she said across the street, she meant it was on the opposite side of the street. I followed her directions and easily found the cafe. Finally, after a long day of finding my way around, I met up with Emily and we had a great time. But the best part was that I had learned so many useful phrases and ways to ask for directions in English. And now, I feel much more confident in finding my way around a new place. So, remember these tips when you need to ask for directions. Always start with "excuse me" to get someone's attention politely. Use phrases like, "Can you help me find?" or "Could you please tell me the way to?" Listen carefully to the directions and ask for clarification if you're not sure. Don't be afraid to ask more than once if you need to. I hope my story helps you feel more confident when asking for directions in English. It's a great skill to have, and with practice, you'll get better and better at it. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. I hope you found these tips helpful for asking directions in English. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to English Essential Academy for more fun and easy lessons. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below about what you'd like to learn next. See you in the next video, and happy learning!